Hello everyone. Just a quick message to our Premier, Mr. Alan Wynne. Mr. Wynne, I noticed with great fanfare that you announced that 60 full-time law enforcement officers will be sent to Hanover Park to combat the gang warfare. I applaud you for this. It is necessary and it is needed. I have a few questions for you, Mr. Wynne. One, how many of these law enforcement officers are fully trained up and have had firearms experience? It is a war zone after all. Or, Mr. Wynne, of the 100 police officers that were law enforcement officers that you placed in Bonteheuwel, how many of them still operate there? Because I remember a time when I could see every 100 of them every time I went there. It is no longer the case. I suspect that they've been moved on to the leafy suburbs, that the DA has scored its points, and it's just time to remove them again. Mr. Wynne, I remember pre-COVID you offered Mitchell's Plain, promised Mitchell's Plain 500 law enforcement officials. Great fanfare again. It was on the Sunday Times, it was on the Argus, it was in the Cape Times, it was in the Plainsman, it was on the radio. These officers never pitched. Mr. Alan Wynne, may I ask that you kindly stop playing games with our people? That while this is all a political ploy to you, our children are dying. Mr. Wynne, as the former MEC for economic development, you had an opportunity to transform our communities. You didn't. You decided to have the meetings at the golf course with the white boys and keep the money right there. Mr. Wynne, there's a lack of opportunity in my community. Policing is not going to solve it. The social development aspect, the economic investment in our communities, the investment in our children and our futures, this is what is going to change and transform the Cape Flats, Mr. Wynne. What you're doing now is you are electioneering, and you're electioneering with my tax money, and I do not take kindly to it. Mr. Wynne, can you tell us why the single biggest reason to why peace will never come to the Cape Flats is still in office? I refer to Mr. J.P. Smith. Mr. Wynne, 3,000 of us died last year. Any one of us could be next. We ask that you take this seriously. Thank you.